Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Second show of the day. Gonna get started in just a minute. Gonna send out some messages, get everyone on board. All right, like I said, second show of the day. First show was kind of quiet. Not a ton to get into, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm not going to take up a lot of time. I just want to go live for those who perhaps were not able to make the first show. The first show was on the afternoon. I wanted to give you guys one last show. Let me pay the bills first. Let's get that out of the way as people roll in. Head on over to patreon.com. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button. Follow me on all forms of social media. Follow me at 3D Boxing Blog. Follow me at 3D Boxing Blog. Please smash the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Guys, head on over to the Patreon, join the Patreon, get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. Get locked of the week, get asked to book anything, get access to the Discord. In the Discord, you got a great boxing community. We stream fights. As well as losing my brain here. Get the updated parlays. I get the updated props and the live betting. You get all of that for just $5 a month. So join the Patreon, get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. When you're done with that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. The Carnival Bar, a meal in your pocket, the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure you use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Let's go! What do you think of the weigh-ins? How do you think Ford and Boots looked? So here's a little secret about the Matchroom weigh-ins. The reason why they don't look drained is because they did the weigh-ins earlier. And I don't want to say staged, but they're ceremonial. They made weight earlier and filled up. They rehydrated. That's why they don't look completely drained at the weigh-in. They weighed in early in the morning, made weight, went out, ate, drank, whatever, came back, touched on the scale. So the reason why they look good is because they've already started to rehydrate and replenish. Top Rank doesn't do that. Top Rank does live weigh-ins, like super live, like live. They're drained, they're tired. Matchroom doesn't do that. There's pros and cons. They're giving the fighters more time to gain weight and put the weight back on, which is good, I suppose. But you're also allowing guys to not fight in the weight class. Giving them more time allows them to shrink down more and fight in a smaller weight class. Giving them more time to rehydrate. You're giving the guy that cuts the most weight a bigger advantage. So there's pros and cons to that. But no, Boots and Ford and Stanionis and everybody, Matisse, everybody looked good. And they should look good because they've already started to rehydrate. What up, Miran? What up? What up, Miran? Muscles is in the house. I've gone over the same 8 bets over and over again, and I'll run them down real quick, and we'll start to look at next week again. This is going to kind of be a replay of the first show. There's not a whole lot to get into, so we'll go over what we have. We go over, what we have. And it's not a huge week. Obviously, May 3rd is the big week, but we're going to get into what we can get into. We're going to cover what we can this week. Guys, please smash the like button. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Put them in the chat now, and I will get to them for sure. It's going to be kind of a quick show again. There's not a ton to get into. There's just not much to talk about. Just to recap, what up, BC? Just to recap, I will go live tomorrow Tonight, I will drop the William Forster fight. I will have that for all y'all. I'll break down the video on the William Forster fight, so make sure to check that out. I'll be live with that. And guys, please like, share, smash the like button if you have not done that already. All right, let's take a look at the bets that I like for this week. Let's see if anything's been added. I haven't looked at the book since. All right. Tamir Smalls, I feel like you can add to your parlay. Francisco Rodriguez, I feel like you can add to your parlay. Feel safe. The odds, they'll help you bring down the odds a little bit. These other three, these two right here, Moses and Amari Jones, I don't see any reason to even mess with them. Minus 8,000, minus 10,000. Look, right here, this two-leg parlay, Smalls and Rodriguez is minus 769. You add Jones to it, it goes to 714. It's not really going to do anything. If you add William Forster to it, it brings it all the way down to minus 286. Now you got a decent looking parlay. That is a parlay that you should feel comfortable with. If you want a safe, easy parlay that doesn't pay too terribly, something like this: Smalls, Rodriguez, and Forster the third. Three-leg parlay, easy money, 286, and that's an easy money parlay. Stephen Shaw, do we have a prop on this? We still have no props on Stephen Shaw, so I'm going to lay off that fight. If there was a prop that had Stephen Shaw at close to even money, I may touch it, but at minus 475, I don't think it's worth the risk. But if you on the Shaw fight, two props I would look at: Shaw by stoppage, I would consider that if it's close to even money, and the fight not to go the distance. I would bet on the prop for the fight not to go the distance, depending on what the odds are. But that's a bet worth taking. Jordan White, I love. I love this Jordan White prop right here. Forster, Jordan White, I think that's both easy money. I would lay off Gayasov at minus 250, at 2,500. I would lay off that. The bets I like here for Raymond Ford and Thomas Matisse is simple. Ford money line, it's a decent parlay bet. My favorite bet of the week, I'm going to keep saying it. The over. I love the over 8.5. I love the over 8.5. Minus 330. Take the over 8.5. The other prop I like is Ford by technical decision. Ford by decision, minus 170. Lock that up. That is a good money bet right there. Ford by decision, I think, is a spectacular bet. I would lock that up for sure. That's easy money. Like I said, if you ask 10 boxing people, how does Ford versus Matisse go down? Give me your prediction. I think 10 out of 10 people tell you Ford by decision. So for me, Ford by decision is easy money. And the over is my favorite bet of the week. Jared Ennis at minus 600. Again, I don't like any of the props. I'm torn on whether or not he stops Dan Jones. I know a lot of people are betting for him to stop Stan Jones. It's plus 130. I don't mind that. I'm not uber confident in it, so I'm not going to place that bet. I wanted to go over the props on this real quick. Here's a decent prop. Ennis to win plus under 1.5 knockdowns. Ennis to win and under 1.5 knockdowns. That's not a bad parlay. Both fighters to be knockdowns plus 1,100. Stanianos to be knocked down. I kind of like this at minus 115 for him to be knocked down. I do like that prop. That's not a bad prop. The fight props I like. Jarrett Ennis by TKO is okay. Ennis to win by unanimous decision at plus 160. Again, if you think the thing's going to go the distance, Ennis by unanimous decision, I think is a pretty good bet. Plus 160 is giving you pretty good odds. I may actually throw some money on that. I like Ennis by unanimous decision. Ennis by TKO. Exact fight outcomes. Unanimous decision. and TKO. I like both of those, but this one right here, I like quite a bit. And it's by unanimous decision. So I mean, that's it. Those are the bets that I like. I would lock in, feel good, feel confident with any of these bets. Tamir Smalls, Francisco Rodriguez, William Foster, Jordan White, Raymond Ford, or money line. Take the over on the Raymond Ford fight. I take Ford by decision. I like that a lot. Ennis money line. Ennis to win by unanimous decision is a prop bet I like. I like the prop bet for the fight to end in unanimous decision. I like both of those. Let me get back to the chats here. All right, we got Boots by TKO. Yeah, it's not a bad bet, right? You can get in on Boots by TKO. The stoppage is 130. If you want specifically by TKO, it's plus 200, and it's by TKO is plus 200. Yeah, I know Ford can get Matisse out. I think Ford can get Matisse out of there. Maybe he's got some pop at 130. I lean decision for Ford. Ford has some pop. I don't think he's got much pop. I really don't. I think he's fast and that's it. I can see a stoppage. Luckily, Matisse is durable. Matisse is durable. And Matisse can't stop him. The only chance of a stoppage would be Ford to stop him. I can't see that happening. This is my favorite prop bet of the week. Short decision, Gaiasev decision, and Omari knockout. Plus 1,000. The short by decision thing. The other two I like. The short by decision thing. I like short by stoppage. We'll see. What are the odds that you're getting on this Miran? Short by stoppage and short by decision. What are the odds on that you're getting? The hope is for Ford to go over 8.5. If there were to be a stoppage, the hope would be for it to be after the minute and a half mark of the 9th round. I can't see a stoppage. Matisse is durable. Matisse is good. He's not going to entice in a slug fight, in a slugfest. I feel uber confident in the over 8.5. I feel uber confident in the 8.5. I think Matisse can last 10 rounds due to his durability. Agreed. He's an extremely durable fighter. He's a pretty good fighter. He's got some skills. He can keep you at bay with the jab. He's long. So Ford's going to have some, I don't want to say issues getting on the inside, but he's not just going to slip on the inside and start punishing and pounding him away. So, I mean, to me, Ford by decision is easy. Miran, let me ask you a question. If all bets were even money bets and you had to make a bet, what would you bet? Ford by decision, Ford by knockout, or Matisse by stoppage, or Matisse by decision? What would you bet if you had to bet? If all bets were even money? Minus 150 KO plus 300 decision. I took the decision due to the odds being wide. 150 minus 150 KO plus. Yeah, I like the decision. For decision, see, I lean decision. Agreed. Okay. Yeah, I like that parlay a lot, obviously, but I like short by stoppage. But if you want to get the better odds on it, take the decision. Ismail Davis, and then all right, let's preview next week, and then I guess I'm gonna wrap this up quickly. There's not a whole lot to get into. I will be back tomorrow. I got to finish my tape on Benitez, but I do want to wrap this up. All right, let's look at next week's locks. If you guys have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts after I go through these, to me, it's easy. Ismail Davis, Dalton Smith, Ben Whitaker. Whitaker and Liam Cameron is the kind of the one fight I do want to look at. I do want to study the tape on that. I may change my mind on that, but I do like, what did they call him in the first show? Whitaker, Ben Whitaker. I like Whitaker. I like, yeah. So I like all the favorites in this, but let me get to the tape. Let me get to all of that. And then next week, that CBS versus Brandon Glanton fight is really interesting. I can't wait to get into that, but that's still a ways out. So Davis, Dalton Smith, Whitaker next week. Let me look at the pro boxing odds as well, and let me see if there's anything else on the docket. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we talked about Davis is out. That's right. We talked about that. We talked about that on the first show. You're right. You're right. It's yeah. Ismail Davis is out. In my opinion, I can't bet Whitaker. The signs are wrong. I expect him to improve heavily, but at minus 300, no play for me. And Whitaker don't want to take 12 rounds. They had to pay Liam to accept 10. I didn't know that. That's good. That's good news. Live bet for me for sure. For sure. Yeah, no, that's probably pretty good advice there, me Ron. We'll look at next week. Yeah, Warrington. This fight is obviously off. We got Kelly and Agarco, Dalton Smith, and then Whitaker. Eggington's an interesting one. This one is interesting. Cutler and Eggington, I'll do a video on that. Gabriel Fundora, Charles Conwell. I think those should be easy money bets as well. Those should be easy to hit as well. I think Liam Styles running with Whitaker. I'm not playing it. We'll see. I haven't gotten to the video yet. I will give you more takes on that as I get closer. I haven't gotten to the video. Just off the top of my head, though, I think Whitaker gets a bad rap. Liam Cameron is 23-6-1. I don't know. I gotta go back and watch that fight for sure. Whitaker did team up with Andy Lee. He's a great coach. I know nonsense. Whitaker will find out if in the future. Anyway, his gas tank isn't great. His style used too much energy. Also, we'll see. Let me get into the tape. All right. Let me reserve my opinion. That's still a ways out. I promise you that will be the first fight that I do next week. He said that he has worked with lower level fighters that won't work at the high. The style he has works with lower level fighters. I don't really think Liam. Okay, let's say that's true, muscles. Let's say you're right. Let's. He's fighting Liam Cameron though. Am I just is Liam Cameron better than I'm giving him credit for? I mean, he's in his 30s but 34. I don't know. Took 5 years off. He came back. Uh, Failed a drug test in 2018. Robbie Connor, Harry Matthews, Taba, but nobody's. Then fought Lyndon Arthur and Ben Whitaker. Maybe Cameron is better than I'm giving him credit for. Maybe I need to go really study the tape of Liam Cameron. Don't get me wrong. I expect Whitaker to win just at Monster. It's not playable for me. All right, fair enough. No, I'm saying Whitaker style works with low level guys that won't work at the high level. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think that's probably good advice. I'm not. Yeah, no, that's fine. I thought you were saying it wasn't going to work against Cameron because Cameron is. I got you. I got your muscles. All right. Um. All right. Any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Otherwise, I'm gonna wrap this up. I still got a lot of tape to get to tonight. Get that video out for you guys. It is April 11th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless. Oh, at the buzzer. He failed a drug test, but he wasn't cheating. He took some coke, and the board was very harsh. Oh, he got a 5-year ban for cocaine? God dang. The cocaine didn't even hurt nobody. He got a 5-year sentence for cocaine? Woo! How about take his win away and suspend him for a year? 5 years? My goodness. He will win. But if Whitaker is as good as people make him out to be, he will win. Yeah, I got to get to the tape. That'll be the first fight that I get into. 5-year ban for cocaine. God dang. All right, guys, I got to wrap this up. That shocked me a little bit. That was a little bit shocking, to say the least. 5-year ban for cocaine. All right, guys. I appreciate that, Mira. That's good. Good advice. That's a good tip. That's good information. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the show. Appreciate everyone. I will see y'all live tomorrow. I will be back live tomorrow after all the fights. I should have a good one. I will go live after the Matchroom card. It is April 11th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.